which I do a lot of these anyway, but we're going to start labeling these real time, where we do our demonstrations in real time, which, like I said, I do a lot of those anyway. Anyway, first things first, my name is Kenneth Bird. My company is Crystal Edge Technology Screens. This right here is a Nebula, Black Nebula 21. So this is the new screen paint that we developed. The ones that are actually darker than the 17 Black Nova. But these right here, like I said, with this surface, you have to prime these. With the 21s, you have to prime the surface first and then apply the application. With the Novas, you don't have to prime the surface. So finally getting in here to get my screen back up in my arcade room. I haven't done a lot of videos in here. This is why we're not making anything new, because we got so much stuff in here to play with that we haven't even got a chance. I haven't done any videos really on this screen right here. I haven't done enough in that back there. So we got a lot to play with. So I'm going to hang this screen up so I can get started. Now I'm using my short throw NEC projector. It's the only thing that works in here on this screen. And that's the stand I had to build, because this screen is horizontal. So it's a portrait. It's a horizontal. Am I saying the right vertical or horizontal? Which one it is? But this screen, this projector has to, portrait mode. It's a portrait mode arcade screen. So I had to build a stand for it so I can use my screen. Here we go, that's the stand for it. Let's see. Power cord. Get that right? No, wrong. All right, power cord, and I need the computer for the computer. Computer HMI. I think I got this on the right one, I'm not sure. And I have to go in here and I have to adjust my stand a little bit. Or my actually when I have the screen mounted at. So that's a special stand that was built so I can actually shoot the screen horizontal or portrait for my gaming for that screen right there. All right, so that thing has to be anchored on that up there. And one of the screws is a little bit lower than the other one, so that one has to be reset. And then tonight I can get back to gaming on my my screen. Let me charge this up pretty good. Look, my chair isn't cracked. This chair has a crack in it, man. Should get another one from upstairs, but I don't feel like going all the way up the stairs. So let me see. Oh yeah, we are way off. Good gracious. Way off. It should have been like at least right there. Yeah. That was crooked. That was definitely crooked. Yeah. I don't know what I was thinking when I installed that in. I was way off the mark on that one. Definitely way off the mark. Alright, so let me see. Which side of my LED lights go in? I think this is, everything has LED lights in the back. They connect around the room. Yeah, this would be them. So we would be on the other side. That's where we'd be at. Quite frankly, that's where we'd be at. Okay. Yeah, because that's the attachment right there. That's who we'd be at. Okay, okie dokie. Let me get the chair out of the way. Let's do this right here. So now I got a ton of wire management to do in here, because there's cables and wires and stuff all over the place. The place is a complete mess in here. Make sure, okay, the LED lights connect there, so they'll connect into here and the wrap around the screen. What in Sam Hill is that on the other end? they're connected in two different sections? Are you freaking kidding me? Which one's which? I don't remember. When I build this stuff, mind you, I'm just doing it off the top of my head. So somewhere along the line, we got two sets of lights here. And you can't see this one here. And this one's connecting where? There's not a bridge that this is connected into at all, period. I don't have to leave this here. I gotta get to the bottom of A and B. Oh, this was real smart. I should disconnect this to begin with. These wrap around the entire theater room. Alright. That was not a good idea. I should have bought scissors for me. Okay, we got it. Okay, that's all that shit, cool. So right now I got a bunch of wires and stuff. LED lights that are all over the place back here. And they all attach to the back of the screen. And they attach to the lights around the entire environment. I don't know what the heck that's doing in there. So I have to remove off the original tape that was sticking to the screen. And then I have to attach that. And this is basically, I'm going to have to resolder this whole piece right here. What is going into what? Where's the main connector? So these are the PowerPoint connectors right here. Where are these going to? Honestly, I really gotta know where this is going to. Okay, hold on. What in the world? Alright, disconnect that. That's going to something completely different. It has nothing to do with. Whew, thought my screen almost moved for a minute. Yeah, pretty fast reflexes. I thought my screen freaking was going somewhere without me. Alright, okay. So which one of these is which? This is going back into here. That's powered up through here. This has to connect to something. Alright, it's not that one. Because this one's a female. No, this is a male. It has to go to the back of this one. This has to be the male. Alright. Yep, I think this is it. Nope, that's not it. Turn around to there. And that's not it. Okay. Alright, I have to figure out exactly my lighting situation in here because somewhere along the line I connected something and I have to put it back to where it was. Okay, so it's not these. These are connected in here. Then how do we get this back into the actual screen itself? Alright, so where's this coming from? This is a female. One of these had to connect to this. You know what? I'm going to hang it up. I'm going to figure it out from there. And then what I'm going to do is, if I can't find it, I'm just going to get me a separate power source and just run the screen off its own dedicated power source, which I should have did to begin with, instead of running everything into each other, which was a bad idea, because now I can't figure out what's going on the other side. So I'm just going to have to give this one its own dedicated power source if I can't figure out which one goes to which. So back there's a bunch of lights back there. I don't know which ones are going to which. And they all run all over all of this. So I'm probably going to have to just give it its own dedicated power supply. So this screen has to light up in the back. So what we got to do is we're going to have to do some maneuvering in here to be able to tilt the screen up and get it against the wall without jacking myself up. When I did this, I had nothing in the room. And the screen has to sit up horizontal. Okay. I think I should have moved the drain cast, would have been nice. Okay, let me see where we're at right here. Yeah, we should have moved the drain cast, I wasn't getting it. But I got enough room between here and the ceiling, so I'm good. Let me just crab walk it over. Now we can just get it hooked in. Whew. So let me see. Man, that's that is not a light screen, I tell you right there from the door. That is not a light screen. I was going to do acoustics there, but man, I didn't really feel like building the screen, to tell you the truth. I already have one downstairs. I got enough screens laying around the house. I have no place to put this thing at to begin with. So I had to hang it up. Let me see. Lock it nice and tight. Look at the wall. I was sitting against the wall. Something bugging me about the wall. Just feels off. See where it feels off? See where it's slanting downward? It's off. It's way off. Let me move my drain cast and stuff out of the way. I don't want this up getting wrecked. I just got that unit. Just feels off right here. That's bothering me. That's definitely bothering me. That's not good. That's really not good. This is bothering me right there. Yeah. Give me a couple long screws. I don't trust that. That is not the screen you want to detach itself from a wall and come straight down on top of something, because that's a very heavy screen. That will wreck something in that room. And I got a lot of vintage toys in there that I can't buy again, or can't find. How come I never had screws? Sunny day. Where are you? Did I keep track of anything in this place? I don't know where it goes. Oh, what did I say? Here, let me show you something. The entire time, my screen has been running in the back room. Sun's out right now. On the 135. Look at this. And that's a 15. And that's the reason why we don't feel the need to make any products. That's a 15 right there. That's a 15 running and all the light pushing through. A 15. So imagine if our 15s are that good, look at the 21s. 21s are insane. Oh man. You guys can chill here for a minute. I gotta go find some long screws. I'm pretty sure I got some around here somewhere. I'll be doing something. All right. That's right. All right, a bunch of long screws. This should definitely do it. I got to anchor that back piece in there a little better because if not, that thing coming down. Now I'm going to destroy my screen. Paid some money for it. If it was a cheaper one, it'd be different, but it's not. So I want to fit all the way through. So that's the magic one. Really, this is how it's going to go down. Can we get you in? Oh, okay, you're locked in. Okay, cool. All right, that's not too bad. Good. Yeah. This is the only way. The reason why it had to be done this way because the way the screen has to sit out from the wall. I had to double up the pieces of wood, and I'll show you why. Because behind the back of my screen, I have an outlet that sticks out about that far from the screen. So the screen can't lay flat against the wall because it has this huge outlet that sticks out. And I had to double up the wood in order to get the screen to hang out. And that's what I had to do because of that outlet. There was no way other way for me to do it. All right. Oh, that did not just happen. Oh, I gotta do this the hard way, people. That did not just happen, and it did. Oh well, it happens. Oh man. All right. Nope, it's gonna be easy. Good thing I didn't hit my screen and damage my screen, so I'm gonna have to do this the hard way. It happens. So the entire piece yanked out from the wall, came down, and crashed. So I'm going to have to go in and redo this thing all over again. Thought this is going to be a fast job, but anything that I think that's going to be a fast job is not going to be a fast job. It's going to be an extremely hard job. Next time, I'll just put better, don't fall off, I need that. Better supporting, which I should have did. And I felt it leaning a little bit, and I was like, okay, it's not going to be a problem. Eventually, it was going to be a problem. Oh, these are crazy long screws. How come I'm not using those? And the screen literally has to be that high up because that's where the projector hits. I really thought this was going to be an easy job. I was just going to go up there, paint the screen, and be done. That is the second one. These are the ones that pulled out. Why are this? Now I see why they pulled out. They're too short. These are way too short. I don't know what I was thinking with that one. That is way too short to be planted for a wall, for anchor for a wall. So was that one. Oh yeah, these are way too short. I should have had these right here, would have been much better. Okay, live and learn. Wait, that's that short. Let me see. We could have used, because we need these two for the anchors, because the other ones are going to bend. We're definitely going to bend. Oh, if that hits that, it's definitely going to bend. So we should be using this one and this one and this one to ground it. So we need the other two to be able to hang it. So that's what we have to do from there. All right. Oh, that's nice. This is going through brick, so I'm using a hammer drill. That's what I'm using, my hammer drill to do this. I'm actually going through brick. That's better. See, that's how it should have been. I should have had longer screws in there, and they were too short. Oh, you mother jumping kitty. Come on. Let's not make this a hard day. This is going to be a hard one to go through. Going through brick. That's the sound I want to hear. Go. My job. Why? Can I ever get the easy jobs? It's supposed to be easy. I'm supposed to be in and out and done. I always get the jobs. I always have to work even harder to get done. There we go. We're still a little while. I gotta trust that. Give me a bunch of these. Never can be easy. Never can be easy. Always gotta get hard. Not nice if I had to go through brick, but apparently, yeah, it's a firewall on this side, and I should be using galvanizing screws to push you even better, but this is going to be not so easy to do. And then I have to have several pieces up here. There we go. That works. I'll change my settings a little bit. Honestly, should my chair moved over a little bit. It's supposed to be easy. Man, I thought that chair moved. There we go. I'm not going anywhere. Woo! Man, I hate drilling through brick. That is not fun. I am never taking the screen down ever again. Matter of fact, when I move, it can stay here. Doke. The second piece in. This is where it gets easier. So we're just drawing through wood. We're around any brick. There. That's better. Much better. Okay, second piece. We need 3 of these. Make it 4. Ooh, that's a long one. Gotta make sure it stays. That's much better than what we had before. Much, much better. Put another piece at the bottom. Much, much sturdier. Much sturdier. That's good. I'm happy with that. Good thing it did fall down because, man, if that whole piece would have separated in the middle of the night, because that whole piece, if you rewind, that whole piece came off like all together. If that thing would have came off with this screen hanging up and this thing would have fell forward, yeah, it would have been some damage in here. So the reason why I have to have those doubled up like that, as I said before, because we got an outlet that's sticking out from the wall and it doesn't allow me to lay my screen flat. So I have to put my screen on 2 screws and I have to hang it outward. So it's kind of hanging outward so it doesn't hit the outlet in the back of it. So that's what I had to do. But man, I thought this was going to be an easy job. It's never an easy job. Something I say is going to be an easy job turns out to be a hard job. And stuff I think it's going to be hard turns out to be easy. I had an easier time installing the 35-inch screen out back than doing this one. Whew, man. Mama. Mercy. Now we have to get it where it's sitting correctly. We have it even where it's not coming off too much to the left or too much to the right. I don't want to crook it. I want it right, and I don't want it too far out. Come on. Work for me. There we go. Work for me. Work for me! Oh, man. Then we got to lift. So it's actually hanging, it's dangling. Because it has to hang out from the wall because of the outlets in the back. I'll tell you, God is good. Because man, God was something else. So we were able to get it hung. Whew, man. But like I said, good thing the piece did fall off from the back. I don't never, when stuff like that happens, it doesn't discourage me. It's actually a good thing it did happen because now the way it's up there now, it's not going to come down. But if I had already put those screws in and set that screen up, that thing would have pulled from the wall. And that is a screen, that's a pretty high screen. That's an 8-foot screen. So that screen would have came down and it would have bam, slammed right against there. It would have damaged my screen. It might have damaged my chair. And dropping down from the wall, it's got some weight attached to it. It probably would have smashed my soundbar. And God knows whatever else it would have hit coming down. So, yeah, I'm glad that piece did fall off the back of it because that allowed me to re-secure it even better. And then again, this is a firewall on this side, so I'm punching through brick. And that's a hammer drill, so I just had to change my settings so I can actually get through the brick a little faster. But, whew, man, yeah. And then look at the chair. Look at the chair I'm working with. You guys didn't realize, look at the chair I'm sitting on. It's cracked right there, right in the middle. It's cracked all the way around. It's a broken chair. I'm on a broken chair installing this screen and I'm thinking like, yeah, well, I'm actually pushing in this drill. I'm actually pushing back on the chair. The chair could just snap in half on me. Well, like I say, God is good. So we got to clean up all the plaster and install these lights the right way. Figure out how to have my lights installed in. They're all over the place back here. At least I can do some gaming tonight. Yay! So this is done and over with. Let me see. I had 2 outlets for this. I think one, oh, okay, I see how I did this. One went in here. One connects in here. Let me see. This is blah, 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 blah. This is this one. That's the bottom. This one has to connect here or here. Yeah, that's how the back of the screen lights. Oh, I forgot I had multiple connectors back here. All right, and this one, which is wrapped around here for some strange reason, we don't know why, connects in here. One side. There. That's how it was. Okay, I couldn't figure out how I had it all set up. The power supply unit has 3 connectors on the back of it. And those 3 connectors connect into everything I have back here. Yeah, somewhat. The lights are lit. Won't work. Let me see what we got going on. Well, where are these connecting to? Alright, then I just sketch out a plan on how I did this to begin with. So what are these? These male or female? This is a male or female back here? That's a male. I wonder. Disconnect this one. And we run it back here. That's not going to connect it there. I might have to run this off with some dedicated power supply if I can't figure out how I did this. Ah, man. The lighting back here is bad. I can't see jack. I don't know if I got that attached right or not. Okay, these are the ones that wrap around. So they can't be through here. They can't be through there. These wrap all the way around. These go from here to here. There's no way in the world that's attaching from here because that's too short. So that can't be it. Okay, so these attach to here. These attach to here. We have one more set, and that's attaching to back here. Right, so if we disconnect these don't go anywhere at all, period. These right here are independent by themselves. Why are they independent by themselves? All right, I'm going to have to figure out this light fiasco nightmare I got going on over here because somehow I got some lights that are not running correctly. I don't know how I did this or how I had daisy chained all this together. I just have to make sure these all light up in here on the walls and everything. The lights for the back of my screen, for some strange reason, I don't know why, are separated here. And there should be another connector here that connects this together. Why is this separated by itself? That doesn't make any sense. I wonder if there's an attachment there. Doesn't make any sense. Why would I have a light by itself? Doesn't make any sense at all. And then it's connecting from where to where. All right, I just basically blew my mind right here because somehow, I don't know how that's possible, but my lights for some reason are not connected some weird way. It's just really strange on how they're connected. All right, I wonder if this is the main line that goes into the back of this right here. And this has to connect to something. Let me see. All right, what do we got going on here, Bird? Because this is confusing the daylights out of me. I'm just do not want to be confused today. What is going on here? We got a prong there that connects there, and then we have another prong that connects here. So these two go together like so. These are together. But this is independent by itself. Why is there no connector here at all? Which doesn't make any sense. There's nothing here. Couldn't have possibly stopped the line from there to there. That doesn't make any sense. And then you have it running from here to here, which connects back into here. This is the main power supply. That's a female. So it wouldn't be connecting into here. So that would wrap all the way around there, but yet your main lights from there to there are not connecting. That does not make any sense whatsoever. There has to be another connection right there. All right. This is going to put me in, this is going to drive me insane. I know it. Like something just really doesn't make any sense right there at all. It just doesn't make any sense. Good thing I got extra lights, but that doesn't make any sense at all. Like how is that possible? Like I'm looking at my lights. This is why I always keep, this is my area. That's why I always keep extra bunches of lights just in case for craziness. So it's weird. Something's going on around the back of the screen. I don't know if I disconnected something or whatever. The lights wrap all the way around the screen. For some reason, they stop right there. For some reason, they just stop. And there's just a free connector. There's nothing connecting. Usually I have a connector connecting two together, and then the last one will come at the bottom, connect at the bottom, and then I can link them all the way around. Something is just missing. I'm gonna have to yank the screen off the back, turn it around, figure out what nightmare I caused for myself when I put all this together. Because something isn't feeding. So there's something going on here with this. This is driving me crazy. I had no patience at all right now, but just rip out all the lights and just do the whole thing all over again. But it's too much money, too much work. Something went wrong here. Something's not connecting right. This is one connector right here. This is connecting to the wraparound lights. All right, we know where that's going. This one is connecting to the lights we have that continue on. Well, how come that's not connected then? I wonder. No, because these are two females. So they're two males, that's not going to work. So why is this not connected? What the heck did I freaking do when I put this thing together? What in the world? I'm going to bring you down to what's going on over here. It's freaking crazy. I'm going to have to run a fresh set of lights through here. Good gracious, man. It must have been one of the spirit of the moments where I was just basically just blowing through this thing when I was attaching lights left and right. And that I was not thinking at all. I should have put dedicated lights. This is why you have dedicated lights for one section and leave it at that. I should have kept the screen on its own dedicated light source. But I got all this mess going on right now. I'm trying to figure out what goes connected. It was daisy chained all together to actually run together. But I should have kept these on their dedicated light source, which I didn't do. So this one runs around, this one right here wraps around the room. That wraps around the room right there. And then there's a cable right here that connects to the screen. The nightmare part is on this side, there is an independent cable by itself. It's usually connected to another cable that wraps around the screen. And then that connects onto the lights here. That can be attached here and then wrap around the screen. Something got disconnected. So what I got to do is I got to pull the screen off the wall, turn it around, turn it around, and then figure out what went wrong behind the back of the screen because something's not connected. Something's disconnected in the back of the screen. And I have dragged this screen around so many times because it's a screen I was painting over and over and over again. I might have disconnected something on the back of the screen. So that's what I got to do. Got to take it off the wall, got to turn it around, got to figure out what got disconnected. We don't need this chair in here anymore. I've got very little room in here as it is. So I need to get that out of here. So I need to figure out what got disconnected back here. That don't make any sense. Why in the world would you wrap it all the way around and not have a connector there? It doesn't make any sense. Try not to damage my screen in the process of doing this. All right. Now we're in the back of the screen. We have to figure out what Mr. Bird did when he was installing the lights on the back of the screen. So lights start from here, they come all the way back up to here. This is where they disconnect right there. That's the part that has me baffled. Why in the world would I have the light stop that short? Doesn't make any sense. And then, yeah, there's no lights from here to here. I must have had them daisy chained somehow from here, connected from the wall into the frame, and then the back from here. Oh, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. They got to be independent. Let me go pick up some. I got to do an independent power supply, so that's what I have to run through there. Yeah, that's not going to work. That's why it's always good to have fresh lights laying around. Just in case. I had these sitting here for days, and I had to figure out what to do with them. Now I know what to do with them. So since we got extra lights and we got a whole row, and I don't feel like cutting these, I want to wrap these around. There's more lights in here, so I'm getting even brighter. So to figure out, we're gonna run all these lights through. Oh my goodness. Okay. So let me see what we got to do here. That's a female right there. So that's not going to run. I need a male. So these are going to adapt to this one perfectly good. Good. This will run off any basic controller. All right, that's good. That's going to have to run through the power supply. So I got to go pick me up a power supply in the back. If I can figure out where I put my other power supply at. Like, oh man. Are you kidding me? Alright. Extra power supplies laying around. Good. It's a male. Good. We got to know this. Alright, so this is what we got to do. We got to run these lights behind here that are running to the arcade room by themselves. Yeah, that is the real stuff right there. Those are real. So we got to run those by themselves back here. We got to run another set of fresh lights that are going to connect to the back of here. And this is going to run all the way down here, completing the frame. And then since whatever we have left, which is going to be a huge roll, and I don't want to cut these, I'm just going to run them through the radiator and up the door and everything. Maybe around the window too. I'll trace out the window because we got plenty of lights for that. So let's go do some testing. See, I told you. It's always the stuff that you think that's going to be the easiest, turns out to be the hardest. Yep. That's how it works. Well, it's going to be an easy job. We just got to connect this together, put that together, and we're done. Yeah, right. All right. That's all the way through. Can we get these the lights? All right, so now what's going on? We have the connector went all the way through. It's only halfway up. Oh man, even worse fears. Worse fears, people. The lights are damaged. That's another one. That could be it. Lights are definitely damaged. All right, so these lights are damaged. Somewhere along the line, circuit gets damaged because I'll show you why. This is the power supply right here. We're just running in right now. It's going all the way up and it's stopping right there. That should run all the way around from here to here. That means the lights are damaged. And these are the new ones on the other end. So that means I got to strip all these lights out and put the new ones on. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to pull out the connector from here because those are damaged. And they're not going to affect the lights that I have. Oh, please don't damage this screen. I just painted it. All right, so I'm not worried about that. Only the lights on here are damaged. The lights that are in the around the arcade room are good. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to take these lights here and we're going to connect them with these. Make sure I got these right. Sometimes you have to turn them over. I have to turn them over, maybe. I think it is. There we go. Come on, just get in there. See, these are running perfectly. These are running perfectly. These are all running perfectly. These got damaged. These are damaged. So these got to come up. So you get to watch me install lights on the back of the screen. This is why I always have extra lights laying around, because just in case, stuff like this. So in the process of me moving the screen over and over again and using this as a demonstration screen, I damaged my lights. Shoot, I hope that wasn't a spring. Ding! What is it? It's kind of a spring. Oh, that's my phone. If you're ever curious what the Elite borderless screens look like, the material on the back of the screen, instead of it stapling right here on the some screens, when you get them, the fixed screen screens, they have a tension bar that goes across. And the tension bar, you put the material on, and then you take the tension with the rail bar in it, and you lean it over, and you put it over a slot, like a little slot right in there. These are different. The screen actually wraps around the outside and goes into the inside. That's what makes them borderless. And also makes them expensive, because they're not cheap to do. They're not cheap. They're not cheap screens. This was an all-white one. So make sure I'm not damaging my screen. All right, it's good. Come on, let's get this down. I got the good tape on here too. Great. Just can't seem to get this pulled up. Let me see what we got to do here. It's all got damage. I'm going to put you over here so you can get a better look at this and what we're doing. I don't have to rip all this off. It doesn't on. It'll take no time at all. It's just that I already did it. That's what sucks. I already did it already. I have to do it again. All right. It happens. Like I said. I didn't go far. Yeah, man. See, this is where they ripped that. So, yeah. All right, just into that. All right, let me see. This is the screen this way. So when I switch it over this way, what's going to happen is this side is going to be over here. So the power supply, well, actually it's on that side too, but I'd rather have it on this side. So if when I connect the power supply if I switch the screen over, it's going here. So I want to start with the power supply on this side, because when the screen gets turned over, it's going to be on this side, and this is where I need where the power supply to be at, because all my surges are on this side. So we start taping on this side first with the power supply. Okie dokie. Fresh material. And we start off, where we were at when we did this? All the way across here, we're right here, right? Yeah, right here. So we'll start off right there. You'll see me come up in a few minutes. Now usually when you're using the LED lights, the back of the LED lights will tell you the ones that actually stick the best are not these right here. These are okay, right? These are okay. But the ones you want to get are the ones with the red or the blue. The ones with the red or the blue, they stick. The ones with the reds actually stick. They're permanently. You put them up there, you're going to have a hard time pulling them off, so make sure you get them right the first time, because yanking them off means you will yank off paint with it. So, you know, I've done quite a lot of these. Oh, come on, let's not play that game today. Stay in your section of the area of the room. Got the old lights under my feet. I don't want to hit that and damage those two, because those are the ones that go around, wrap around the entire room. And mess those up. Press this down. Oh, get out of there. That's something that wants to become a part of the work. All right. I think I should have a chair for this. Really honestly, I believe I should. I'll love to see a little higher up. So let's get my broken chair and pray I don't kill myself on this thing. This chair is busted up. Oh man, every time I get on this thing, it's like the day is going to be that day that I eat it. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Let's roll it nice. There we go. All right, cool. All right. And now we just have to get down to the other edge. I'll show you that in a few minutes once I'm done. All right, so I got some lights left over. I'm just going to blend that into something else, wrap that around to something else, because no use in cutting that when I can use it. So next little trick you want to do is, when you're dealing with those lights that don't have the red or the blue on the back of them, what you want to do is take a little packing tape and go over top of it with it. What's going to happen is, with this particular wait, got my screen right on top of my Dreamcast controller. That's nice. So anyway, you want to put a little packing tape on top of it, because what's going to happen is that tape, it's going to heat up, it's going to get warm, and that the cheap glue they have on it, it's going to detach and it's going to fall off, and you're going to have a mess. You have to do it all over again. So better safe than sorry. Just get some packing tape, which I need to go get myself some right now. Yeah, good job, man. Lights malfunction on the back of the screen. Yeah. That was something else. All right, so basically every day packing tape to make sure it stays in place, and that's pretty much it, and you're done. I am so tired. Like, I did not expect this was going to be all this day. Thought wouldn't have to do too much. Apparently I was wrong. Oh, come on, work with me. Just lift up. My chair right now wants to have a mind of its own. Doesn't want to quite move with me. And I'm trying to keep from crushing my lights in the process. And dropping this roll. You know what, I'm going to cut this off here. That way I don't have to hold this. And I'll just come back in and just start where I started from. The chair is getting moody on me. All right. And I shouldn't be holding a knife near my face that close. That's kind of dangerous. So that was a no-no. All right, so we can finish from here. Now for that plastic, make sure it stays, because when I first put up LED lights, I'm thinking that the lights are secure, and I think this happened to me when I was living over at that one place. Can't remember which place it was, but I put up a nice LED light trim all the way around. It was really nice and all. Got up the next day, there were lights everywhere. All my lights had fell off my wall. And, whoa. That's when I realized that you got to put a little packing tape behind the back of it so it'll stay. Now later on, buying lots and lots of LED lights, I realized that certain LED lights that have certain colors on the back of them actually stick a lot longer, and you don't need the tape at all. So the ones I had downstairs in the theater room and Yeah, the ones in the theater room are actually red. They have the red. They're permanent. Them things up there, you try to pull those down, yeah, you're going to have a hard time. You're going to rip your paint up along with it. What happens is that 3M tape, especially if you have the white or brown backing, it gets warm and it causes the tape to become unhinged. The lights become unhinged, or the sticky part to become unhinged. And then you come downstairs, or the next day, I don't know what goes on, you come downstairs or whatever, it falls, pretty much falls overnight. And you're like, that, man, all that work for nothing. Yep. You can learn from experience. Tape your lights. All right, that's it. Got my bottoms taped up real good. Disconnect the power supply, all that other good stuff got to go. Disconnect all that. I'm gonna leave the remaining, whatever's left of those lights hanging, because when I put those someplace else, no point in me cutting those when I can use those. Make sure my Dreamcast controller's off the floor, which was in the wrong place, could have gotten crushed. All right, put my screen up. And get ready to turn it around again. All right, so let's do this slowly. That way we don't have to do the work twice. We don't want to do anything twice. Just did it the first time. Don't want to do it again the second time. All right. Make sure my lights are pushed behind the back of the screen with the screen, because I don't want to take the chance of ripping any of that out and doing that monstrosity all over again. We don't want to do that one again. Okay. Oh, come on. It's going. It's just that my lights are hooking around my Dreamcast right now. Like they want to go play with that system. Leave that alone, please. Get this excess nonsense off. Oh. Oh, missed it. Got it that time. I need a minute. I'm telling you. All we're supposed to do was take the screen upstairs, hang it on the wall, and be done with it. That's what I was supposed to be doing. Instead, ended up resetting the mounting brackets in the back of it and attaching the wood to the back of it and putting new lights on the back of it so the screen would actually stay in one place and it's too far over. It's got to be a little bit over this way. All right. Man. Now I need a minute. So I need a minute just to stare at the wall. I need a minute. All right. So let's get rid of our craziness down here that's going on. Got some extra tape. Got to monitor the zone. Got what's left over from the lights, which you can't see right now because I can't show you that because I'm just trying to get past this one point right here so I can start the process of wrapping the remaining of these lights someplace else. And as for, man, I had to redo the lights on the back of the screen. I had to be done it either way. Oh, power supply is done. It's got to be. looks kind of dim on the screen. I'm gonna grab me a power supply. It's never a dull moment. Okay. Man, that was a lot of work. Now, if I was expecting to do the work, it wouldn't have been a lot of work, but I was not expecting to do literally that much work on the screen. It was just supposed to be a simple job. Take the screen from downstairs, hang it up, be done with it. That's what it was supposed to be. Pretty much. I'm gonna get my vacuum cleaner and clean up in here. All right, so these are the lights that are actually going around, wrapping around the arcade room. So it would be this one right here. I got this one connected right. This would be for the left of the arcade room. I need to just get myself a splitter and split these. And this would have to be for the right side of the room, because somehow this daisy chained itself into the lights, but I couldn't figure out why the lights weren't triggering. And I'm thinking that however way I daisy chained it and I did it wrong, but I actually was connecting it right. It's just the lights got damaged. So the lights had to be removed and I had to put in new lights. So these are the lights right here. I got to finish rerouting. They go all the way around here. So I got wires and everything all over because I had to plug my power supply in. So they run all the way around here, up around here, there, and then the second set actually runs behind here, and it lights up the back of the radiator. The back of the radiator lights up. So that's where those are running at. And these are the ones I had to run by myself to the back because those lights died. And I had to rerun those. And then I got an extra roll right here of lights, which I might run all inside of the bookcase because I don't have anything left over from after wrapping the screen. It's just a little bit right here. So I'm probably going to run lights back here so I can light all this up in here. So there we are. Got the back of the lights are on and they're lit. Can't see much because it's light in here. That's why. All right. Let me see if we could. Yeah, we can change them over right there. So you can change them over to blue and red. Usually, when it comes to these remote controls, they pretty much operate anything. You don't have to have the exact same remote control for those lights. Don't believe in that. You can actually run these remote controls off all the lights. So for the only ones that are run differently are the chasers. The chasers run off a whole different setup of remote controls. So we're not going to have those in blue. I think what I'm going to do is for the back of this, I'm going to do this screen since it's dedicated. I'm going to do a fade in and out. Nice soft fade in and out for that right there. So you can hear I'm out of breath. I'm tired. This was a lot. Especially when you wasn't expecting it. I'm over here jacking up. This is where I need wire management in here. It's driving me crazy. This is driving me crazy. This is right. I can't stand the jumble mess. Drives me crazy. So I'm going to come here today, get some rest, go chill for a little bit and relax. And then come in here and organize all this mess. Get all this wired management in here. So I got twist ties in here all ready to get this party started. And get all this stuff assembled in here nicely. Run the LED lights to it. And they'll be looking quite nice. Battery's at 5%. Something is really wrong with my charger. Look at my charger plugged in. It's still giving me a wrong reading. Then we can do some gaming in here finally. All right. Well, we got a sunny day outside. So that's good because that means we can be outside today with the big screen. Today I'm going to be doing a demonstration on the white screens and black screens outside because I have to fill up some of the spots that we have on the website. If you go to the website and you look at the front page, there's actually video spots that are empty. And that's because there's videos that are supposed to be there. We just haven't got around to getting the videos done. And there's a section right there showing off we're going to have for just black screens versus white screens outside. And then we're going to be doing some demonstrations on buying some cheap outdoor projection screens from Amazon, coating them black and turning them into professional screens that are going to cost you next to nothing. So you'll get a kick out of that. All right, so this is all done. Man, I'll tell you something. This was an interesting screen to hang. So later on, I'll come in and I'll show you how we have the projector set up. This has to run through a computer. You cannot run this through your console system. It's not going to work. You have to be to go into your computer, and you have to be to go into your settings, and you have to go in and change everything over to portrait mode in order to do this right there from the door. And it'll switch everything over to portrait mode. Not everything is going to play in portrait mode. Only certain shooters. That's basically about it. But certain other games are just basically just going to have this real narrow screen running across. That's what you're going to see. All right, with that being said, I'm tired, I'm beat. Did more than I thought I had to do. I still got a ton of wire management. Look at the wires I got running through this place. Whew. Oh, I forgot to bring my screen down too. Hold on for a minute. That's the motorized, that's the custom motorized screen that I did for myself to match my projector. That is the Apocalypse screen. The Apocalypse. With the stand made out of a shipping box. That's the United States Postal Service shipping box right there. That's made out of. This one doesn't have a remote control with it, so gotta plug it in and use the manual. People have asked me so many times, like, can you paint a motorized projection screen? Oh, yes, you can. You see how mine's designed? You'll never see a remote control projection screen like this. This was a custom one. This is one I would not do again. They're kind of hard to do. I can't get into it, but it's, if you watch the video, it is something else to do. So you pretty much are going to have to perfectly cut your frog tape so your corners come out perfectly as you're painting the black border of the screen, and then take the same thing and take it on the outside and paint the inside. So yeah, it's not an easy one to do. Painting the screen on the inside is easy. That's it. Frog tape around, you're done. That's it. But doing a customized job where you're changing out your border because you don't like it, yeah, that right there requires a little time and a little work, but you can get it done. All right, that being said, I'm going to be back on later on. Thank you all for your time. Be safe out there, and God bless.